In On Bubble Watch, Howard Marks reflects on the nature of financial bubbles, marking 25 years since his memo on the dot-com bubble. He explores how bubbles form, the psychology behind them, and their implications for investors. Marks explains that bubbles aren't easily measurable. They are primarily a psychological phenomenon driven by euphoria, greed, and the belief that this time is different. While speculative periods aren't new, the forms they take evolve with the financial and societal landscape. What remains constant, however, is the human tendency to justify unsustainable growth as rational during these times. To illustrate, Marks revisits historical bubbles. The late 1990s tech media telecom TMT bubble saw skyrocketing valuations fueled by optimism about the internet and tech innovation, only to collapse and erase trillions of dollars in market value. Similarly, the mid-2000s housing bubble, driven by risky lending and excessive leverage, resulted in a global financial crisis when it burst. These episodes reveal the recurring patterns of speculative excess and their devastating consequences. Marks identifies common signs of a bubble, including intense enthusiasm for certain assets and unfounded belief that prices will continue rising indefinitely, and widespread speculative trading. During such periods, caution is often abandoned, and even inexperienced participants enter the market with the hope of quick profits. For investors, Marks advises prudence and discipline during times of market exuberance. Recognizing the warning signs of a bubble, even if it's impossible to predict its peak, can help investors avoid substantial losses. He emphasizes focusing on fundamentals, assessing risks carefully, and resisting the herd mentality. Regarding today's markets, Marks stops short of declaring a bubble but notes troubling parallels with past speculative periods. High valuations, speculative trading in assets like cryptocurrencies and meme stocks, and increased retail participation are all reminiscent of previous bubbles. While these indicators don't confirm a bubble, they highlight heightened risks in the current environment. Marks concludes by reminding investors that bubbles are driven as much by psychology as by financial metrics. By understanding the behaviors that fuel market excess, investors can better navigate speculative periods and protect themselves from potential downturns. As he says, history doesn't repeat itself exactly, but it often rhymes. Recognizing these patterns is key to avoiding the mistakes of the past and preparing for the future.